Hello YouTube, it's Prelvin Arts, and in this video I'm gonna go through the drawing process of a character. Now, it's my long-term goal to create a comic book. Now, that'll take several years because it takes a long time to draw one character. So this is kind of a test to see how long it takes to do that. Now, if I open my layers, you'll see that there are 5 steps in drawing a single character: the figure, anatomy, character, vector, and shading. The first 3 steps is done in the pixel persona, and the other 2 steps are done in the designer persona. And yes, this is Affinity Designer that I'm using for a software. So I'm going to get rid of this. And up here, I'm going to start off in the pixel persona to draw my basic sketch. And you'll see that I have the paintbrush tool selected. Now, before I draw my character, I'm going to just show you how I draw characters in general. So first, I'm going to just draw a line. All right, this is the action line. It is the direction the character is leaning. Now I'm going to cut another line through. This is the top of the shoulder line, and another line going up. This is the top of the hip line. So first I'm going to just draw a head. And I usually do big heads for my characters. And this is the figure I'm drawing. And now over here, I'm going to just draw a little shape for the torso. And now another shape for the pelvis. Now I can erase this line. I'll keep it there for the neck. And I'll keep it there for the stomach. So one arm is going to just go out like that. Another arm. The hand will be on its waist. So this is how I do my figure drawing. But in more complex examples, you can't always draw an action line. So if I were to do, let's say, an aerial shot, the head would be the first thing I draw. And now if I want to draw this torso also, I'm going to overlap the shape so it is behind the circle shape. And then the pelvis underneath. Your feet. And now for the arms, I'm going to just do circles. Circles for the joints. And now these circles would connect, and this circle is where the one hand would be. And I haven't been drawing since 2 years, so I'm seeing if I still got it. Alright, so that's an aerial shot. Okay, now let's get into more complex drawing. So here is an image I got from Google. Picture of a girl sitting. And it's okay to use reference images as long as you don't trace over a character. So I'm gonna try to draw this. Now I can't do an action line here because different shapes would be overlapping one another. So first I'm going to just draw the head. Now this is going to be the torso. Down here would be the pelvis. Now I'm going to draw a circle for the knee, or kneecap. And I'm gonna draw another shape for the foot. Now another circle for the other knee, and draw another foot. And I'm gonna bring this up a bit. Now I'm gonna connect these. Now one hand right here, elbow over here, connect, hand over the leg, elbow over here. Okay, I like the way this came out. Now it looks kind of confusing right now, but I'm gonna, so I said there are 5 steps to figure drawing, and the first step is the figure. So I'm gonna lower the opacity of this, and now I'm gonna draw the anatomy. All right, so now I'm gonna redraw the head. And I'm gonna have a little bit of a jawline here. And let's have it be more rounded in the bottom. It looks flat. Yeah, that's better. All right, now on this picture of the girl, her right arm is the thing that is mostly close in the foreground. So I'm gonna do the right arm first, our left. Now hands are something that I have a hard time with, but I'm gonna just do the best I can. Oh, and something I learned about hands is that the fingers are not like that sausage. One side is round and the other side is more straight. Now I'm going to do the other arm. First, have this arm out like that. Here is the breast line. Now I can do this part of the body. Now draw the other hand. It's resting on her right leg. Oh, that's a little bit of a sausage. Oh well. And I like the way that hand came out. Now I'm gonna do the right leg. It gets a little narrow on the bottom because the foot needs to come out. And I just do ovals for the feet because this is going to be Angie I'm drawing, and she's going to be wearing shoes. And this is coming out well so far. Now draw the other leg. Yeah, just hold on. Let's take a look at this. I made a mistake. This is the line. So that's the middle of the leg. Yeah, I'm going to actually have this leg come out like that. Now, one change I'm going to make is I'm going to have this leg be a little thicker. And erase that other line. Okay, it looks well. And there's nothing, you don't have to take any shame in using reference images because it's something a lot of artists do. And you can also create figures on Clip Studio Paint, another program, using 3D models. I might make a video on that later, but you can create your own poses and trace over them after. And it's not plagiarizing because you create your own pose. Alright, so this is the anatomy. Now we're going to draw the character. So I'll make a new pixel layer now. And bring the opacity of this one down. So what is the character layer? This is when we draw the hair and all the clothing. Okay, looks good. Now I'm going to use the vector the vector. So I'm going to delete this image. And now I'm going to create a new vector layer. Hide this layer. And hide, oh yeah, that layer is already hiding. Now I'm going to break these down into separate layers. Putting this vector layer inside this one. And I'm going to name this one front hair. It's going to be a front hair layer and a back hair layer. Now I'm going to go over to the designer persona. And I'm going to open the pixel tool, the pencil tool. Now I'm going to intersect the lines, because the way I join the paths later is through the shape builder tool. Actually, that's going to be a different layer. You'll see why I'm intersecting the lines later on. Now select all the paths in the vector layer. I'm going to have subtract on, and I'm going to just subtract these lines. Now I can add a shape. Oh, wait a minute. Let me just do this first. I'm going to remove that line afterward. Now I can add a shape. So I'm going to have this be transparent for now. And this I'm going to split. Break curve. Break curve. Now when I add color, it will just be that part. Right, I'm going to create a new vector layer. This one's going to be underneath front here, and this is going to be head. And the only reason this is going through the hair is because the hair layer is right now is there's no color applied. Once I add a color, you won't see the eyebrows cutting through. Alright, copy that. Paste. Now bring this down. Now I'm going to copy both these paths, put 2 fingers on my iPad and drag to make a duplicate. Let me turn snapping off. Subtract. Subtract. Hair and folds look well when the stroke is smaller, in my opinion. Alright, and it's coming together well. Okay, now for this last part, the leg. 3 more layers, 1 leg, another leg, and then the pelvis. So first, I'm gonna just do leg 1. Picture an invisible line, like running down like that. Okay, we have our vector work. Now it's time to color it in. Okay, now to color it in, I have different swatches, like a palette of Angie right over here. So I'm gonna just select each path and apply color. Okay, and that was fast. Now just do the shading. Now for the shading, I clip objects. So I'm gonna start with the head. And I'm gonna have insert inside selected. I use the pen tool for this. And then I bring the opacity down to about 25. Also, something I realized is that when you have the pen tool selected, if you press 2 fingers on the screen, then you can select objects. It's kind of like you have the move tool when you put 2 fingers on the screen, but then when you release, you have the pen tool again. So that's very helpful. Okay, and I am finished. This is the final result of the character. Now, as you can see, it does take a long time to draw a single cartoon character because of all those steps. So if I plan on making a comic book, it will take time. Thank you for watching, and let me know if you have any suggestions of what you would like for videos. Have a good day.